brave, treacherous mountains, scorching deserts, and raging rivers, all for a glimpse of her ethereal loveliness. Tisha's days were filled with the gentle rhythms of village life. She'd wake with the sun, her dark hair a tangled mess, her bright eyes sparkling like stars. She'd help her father, Musa, with the daily chores, her slender hands moving with a quiet efficiency as she tended to their garden, cooked meals over an open flame, and drew water from the village well. The villagers adored Tisha, their faces creasing into warm smiles whenever she passed by. They'd offer her gifts, a basket of fresh fruit, a handmade necklace, or a woven basket, all in the hopes of catching her eye, of being the one she'd favor with a smile. Tisha lived with her father, Musa, a kind-eyed old man with a heart full of love for his daughter. He'd raised her on his own after her mother's passing immediately after childbirth. Musa's face would light up with pride whenever he looked at Tisha, his eyes shining with a deep affection. One morning, as Tisha cooked over an open flame, her father approached her with a spring in his step and a smile plastered on his face. "My daughter, the gods have remembered us," he said, his voice trembling with excitement, as he sat down on a stool beside her. Tisha's curiosity was piqued, and she sat down beside him, her eyes locked on his. "Baba, what is it?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Musa's smile grew wider. "A king from a nearby village has come to our village. King Langa, his name is. He seeks a wife, and the village elders, including the king himself, have suggested you." Musa's eyes shone with pride, but Tisha's heart skipped a beat as she wondered where this unexpected turn of events would lead. Musa's eyes, warm with love and concern, locked onto his daughter's as he held her hands. "My dear, you don't have to marry him if you don't want to," he said, his voice filled with a deep affection. "All I want is for you to meet him, and if it's love, then you can marry him." Tisha's face broke into a gentle smile, her eyes sparkling with a mix of excitement and trepidation. "I understand, Baba," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "I would love to meet him." Musa's face creased into a warm smile. "He's staying at the palace. You can see him later today," he said, his eyes never leaving his daughter's face. Meanwhile, King Langa sat in his assigned room, his mind racing with thoughts of the impending meeting. He had been welcomed warmly by King Azra, and the village elders had been courteous. But he couldn't shake off the feeling that this was all just a formality. He was convinced that Tisha would be just another village girl, naive and impressionable, with dreams of marrying a rich man who would take care of her. He thought to himself, this will be easy. Later that evening, King Langa made his way to the river, where he would meet